Hi everyone, now just a quick tying, basically a small caddis pupa, tying basically like this. These are just quite simple wee caddis pupa, nothing special. What I'm doing is really going to answer a couple of questions and tie a fly at the same time. One of the main questions, recently I uploaded a video about some hooks that Full & Mill had recently brought out. Especially in the heavy wire and barbless range, and this is the grab Gape, and this was probably the one I got asked most about. What do you tie on it? So here I'm going to be tying a small caddis, but you can tie whatever fly you like in this sort of style. It works really well. It's a nice shaped hook, you can't go far wrong with. So I'm just starting to tie in small caddis, and I'll show you quickly how to do it. Now, thread, for this colour combination I'm just going to be using a brown, that brown thread, an 8/0 from Uni. Just going to run the wax through first to get it started. Just going to start at the head area and work my way back. Now remove the waist. Now the way down I'm actually going to tie in some wire, just to help colour the fly obviously and protect it, and this is a brown wire from UTC and small. You can see, nice brown wire. Just a nice, I mean you don't need a lot, but I'll be tying 2 or 3, so take enough off. It's easier to tie it on the way down, I prefer to do it. So, sort of way down. Now I'm just going to be using a squirrel dub. In this case, I've got like a nice bleached squirrel dub this is from Wopsy. You can use whatever dubbing you have, it's up to yourself. Slide it up. Just I put it on as a kind of like a ball, but basically what I'm going to do is get it anchored to the hook so I can then twist the dubbing from that anchor point. Much easier to actually control and tighten up if you need to, and we just work our way up nice and tight and get a nice taper in the body. Even if you feel you have to come back, just stretch it out, come back a couple of turns like there, and then work up, and that will help give you a nice taper. I'm going to stop in line with this case in line with the point of the hook. I'm going to bring my rib up. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns, going into my 6th turn here, and we'll catch it in. It's a 90-degree bend into the wire, and then work it towards the bead. Just going to fold it back here. Just going to build up some thread turns at the bead here to stop it coming back. And then just bend and break away the wire. See what the body's like. We can take out some of the legs. Seeing that there's 1 or 2 that's quite long. You can draw them back, see what they like first before we trim them away. Just roll your fingers through. That's fine. I wouldn't change that. That's quite happy with that. Now to give the impression of the wings or the wing buds, I'm just going to use. You can use a lot of things, hackles and so on, but I'm going to use this as a dyed CDC dark brown. This was domestic duck feather that I've got. Now what I'm going to do is just pull the fibre back against itself like this. Basically tie it on the side, but I want this in line with the back. I'm going to trim this away. So I'm just going to hold it. Come around a couple of turns. Now you may have to give this a couple of goes. I've done it, I have to do it myself, and I've missed a couple. So go back. Just make sure it's sitting right. So just make sure it's sitting right. Pull it in. I like it just slightly, you could slightly angle it so it's going on the underside of the body. 2 or 3 turns. It's not the best, but we're going to sort these fibres out first before we go. Now to widen the wing buds, I can just pull up here and you can see the fibres get a wee bit wider. See how it's going to sit. And when you're happy enough, you can tighten up. And then what I'm going to do is trim this away at the end. and I'm going to trim it in line with the bodies, but so I'm going to come in and trim the stem and the fibres. See how it's sitting? Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that now and then carry on and do the other side. So I'll trim this away because we can, as long as it's not too short, we can always trim it away to suit, but I like to finish the fly first, so just ignore that. And then get another feather. Again, we just form the wing bud with it. Look at towards the end of the body, just come in. It's much easier on my side, I can see a wee bit better. You always get a better wing, there's always a good side. And again, trim away. Make sure this is secure. Trim away the excess. Now don't throw these away, I'm going to use this CDC, I'm going to blend it. You can use it for the thorax. I'm going to blend it into some squirrel dub, a dark squirrel dub. You see what we're like just now. They say always wait till you've actually, well, actually not too bad. There's one or two fibres underneath here we can trim away. I'm encouraging them down, as you can see. It's fine. Now I'm going to put horns in. Now I'm going to tie it in an unusual way. I'm going to tie them forward and draw them back with the dubbing, so save a wee bit of bulk. So I've got two bronze mallard fibres. I'm just going to tear them out, always to make sure they're lined up. Tie them on the top, pull it in, just tie them right on the top. You don't want them too long. Just checking the length, reduce a wee bit more. Tighten up a couple of turns, I'm just going to fold them back just to see. That's perfect, that's ideal. And then what we can do then is make sure these are secure. Now, there's the remains of the wing buds. This is good dubbing. So what I'm going to do is just trim these away, trim the fibres away from the stem, set them on my desk. Do both sides. And then I'm going to get some black squirrel dub. So we drip. This was the other question I got about blending. So I've got some black. So I'm going to set that on the top of the brown. Then I'm going to add a wee touch of flash. This flash here. Now what this is, there's lots of flashes out there. You can add them in, whatever one you like. This is called chocolate brown. It's diamond Brite, and it's from Spirit River. You don't need much. It's a wee drop. So I've got the three. I've got a CDC, I've got a black, all there. Just blend it within my fingers. Very simple. And I've probably got a couple of flies out of this. All the dubbing on top here. Just lightly dub it onto your thread. Slide up now. I'm going to be reasonably tight with it. Just looking where the flash is, maybe that. Nice and tight. Just slacken off as we get towards the wing, the horns. We can then go in front with a turn or so. Take away your excess. Get a couple of more turns. Now what I'm going to do here is just flatten the horns a wee bit. Just rub them with my finger on the top. Now I'm going to quick finish. It's quite simple, just put some varnish onto your thread. Get your bit finishing tool. Holding back these fibres here. And there we are. Simple. Wee caddis pupa. Tied on the hook, the grab gate hook, as I say. Take take out the odd fibre here. There we go, that'll do it. If you feel the wing buds are a wee bit long, you can reduce them a wee bit. You can trim out the tip of the stem. I'll show you how you do it. So basically, if you're just right at the very end, you just take it out. Put a couple of fibres there as well. There we are. You can leave the fibres that's there. I'll blend in with the rest of the fly. I'm usually in line with the body at the back. There we go. That's actually a wee bit better. See, there we are. Rough and ready Caddis pupa, but that's the way they should be when they're hatching. Fish love these type of flies. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Again, if you enjoy the videos, please subscribe if you haven't. It does help the channel, and thank you for watching.